Hey, welcome back. Midweek, we are heading toward the weekend, which is always something to look forward to. And Christmas, right around the corner. I swear, I feel like I've been talking about Christmas for a really long time. And now today, officially, we're really talking about Christmas because it looks a lot like Christmas outside. And it feels a lot like Christmas in our studios. We've had holiday music all morning long. Kurt Bestor is in studio. So happy to have him in here. Kurt, I listened to you all growing up, and he didn't believe me until I actually started rattling off some of your songs in your book and where they were.
Well, normally, you know, there's a little age difference here, and it's normally
not much.
Normally, people your age come up and say, "Oh, my mom loves your music," and I'm okay with that. If
Which
it starts,
I did.
If you come up and say, "Oh, my grandma,"
my great grandma or something.
Anyway, but I'm an equal opportunity Christmas player, so hopefully I span the generational gap. But yeah, you impressed me with and you're a piano player, which
I am a piano player. So I grew up playing your music as well as decorating the Christmas tree to Kurt Bestor. It was always a must in our house to have Kurt Bestor music around the holiday season. And I told you my mom texted in, and she's loving you too. So I did throw in the mom thing for you. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah. And then I just love this time of year because Christmas music. There's some great melodies, and even if you're not religious, you still, when you hear certain melodies, it just feels like the season. Whether I mean, I come on with Ori, okay?
Yeah.
Not probably a Christmas guy, but he loves the music of the season, and and so we have a good time whenever I come on and play with him. And
well, we love having you here.
Absolutely.
Let's do a little background on you.
Sure.
You've done a lot of things over the years. I mean, even I thought I knew you, and when I was reading even more about you online, I was so shocked to see how incredibly much you've done.
Well, it's kind of out of necessity when you're a musician. You really have to be creative in thinking, how am I going to pay the bills? So over the years, I've had a chance to write music for sports. I started out professionally writing music for the Donnie and Marie show. You wouldn't remember them, but there was a show on TV.
I know what you're talking
Your
about.
mom watched Donnie, and I probably had a crush on Donnie Osmond. Well,
I bet you did.
In high school, I wrote music for the show. And
That's awesome.
And which was really a great experience because it's like I was in Utah, but they lived here, and it was like being in Hollywood. I went out of that and started writing music for sports. I wrote music for ABC, for Monday Night Football, for college sports, which led to writing music for the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary. And I do love winter sports, which is one of the reasons I live here. So I had a chance to meet some of my heroes like Alberto Tomba and Herman Zurbriggen and some of these great skiers. And write music for them, yeah. And then, I went from there into writing music for CDs. And Christmas music. To be really honest, I started doing it because nobody really knew my name. And so I thought, what music could I use that would be an entree? And so I went to Christmas music because I love the stuff, and nobody had really, at that time, this was 1988, nobody had really done instrumental Christmas music except Mannheim Steamroller. And so I kind of joined that. We didn't even have CDs in like the holiday section. Now it's like wall-to-wall y'all, and when it comes to that. So that's kind of how I got from there to here, and I'll do music for whatever. I've done the music on elevators. What do they call it? Muzak. I've actually done Muzak. I'm admitting it now.
Really?
I have. I mean, I apologize for those people that
don't apologize. Don't apologize.
But I mean, it paid the bills for 1 month. I did some music. I actually did Norwegian Wood by the Beatles, and in a kind of a cheesy. You
say the Beatles, and you get my director all excited in the back. He is screaming in my ear.
Well,
if he heard quiet, director Jason.
If he heard my Muzak version of Norwegian Wood, he might be. I mean, I did it. It was fun. I actually got to meet Paul McCartney when he was here in town.
Oh,
and the first thing I said was,
I
apologized to him. I said, "Look, I've done."
I'm so sorry.
And he said, "Oh, it's all right, Kurt. Whatever." Terrible accent, by the way.
It's okay, I can't do them either. It's early in the morning. Wait until it's a little bit later in the day, and then he'll know. Kurt, you're also very talented, though. You play other instruments as well, not just piano.
Well, and I don't even really consider myself a piano player, even though I am, and when I come to do my show here in Park City, it will be a piano show. But I do play trumpet, flugelhorn, harmonica, Native American flute, whatever, I mean, it's once you start playing instruments, it's like languages. You kind of pick them up, and it's been kind of a talent of mine. So I love instruments. Whenever I travel around the world, and I do a bit of that, I try to get music and indigenous things from different places and try to learn.
What are some of the things you found?
Well, when I went to Ireland, for example, I found a bodhrán. It's this.
What is that?
It's a flat drum that you play. It's and I played those in concert before.
Awesome.
My wife just got back from Madagascar, believe it or not. She's in the travel business, and she brought me back some instrument. I don't even know the name of it, but it's really cool. It's like this round thing made out of bamboo with strings on it all around. It's like a guitar that's circular. And I was just yesterday trying to figure out how to play stuff on it.
That's cool.
I love the world is full of musical sounds that I can put into my compositions.
And you add those into various shows. I know you do quite a few shows around the holiday season as well around the year. We really want to push the one coming up for Park City. This is ideal if you're looking for something to do. You're out skiing all day long on the hills, you're snowmobiling, you're snowshoeing, whatever it is your activity is. The ladies, some of you are in the spa, and then you want something to do at night. Head on in and listen to Kurt Bestor on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
It's a very wonderful invitation by Randy Barton and the guys over at Egyptian to let me come and play what I'm calling One Silent Night. And it's geared for the holidays. It's going to be Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And like you said, you know, you've been skiing all day. You want a place to take your family or take your girlfriend, boyfriend to come and listen and have a musical Christmas experience.
Yeah.
I'll give it to you. From beautiful, mellow Christmas stuff, kind of classical, to a little jazzier stuff. I'll tell some stories and play the music. It should be a real wonderful concert. I'm looking forward to it. I don't do a lot of solo piano stuff, but every time I do, I go, God, why don't I do that more often? It feels so good. It's kind of Kurt Bestor unplugged. Or unstrung without my string group around me. So.
And hey, I've been to one of your concerts before. Absolutely loved it. I've done your Abravanel Hall concert several times, so I'm really excited. I'm actually going to be there on Christmas night as well. So it's 6 o'clock on Christmas Eve and Christmas night, right?
And tickets right through the Egyptian Theater box office. I don't have the information. It's probably a link.
ParkCityShows.com.
There you go. I knew you were on the ball.
And
yeah, so come and see it. I'll be there. I'm going to hang out. My wife and I are coming up with my little daughter, and
she's a sweetheart.
Little Ella.
You've had her.
Well, no, you're thinking of my middle one. No,
okay,
I have children that spread through the ages here. I just had I have a 2-year-old child.
Stop, really?
I know. I know.
You look good.
Well, no, thank you. I've got to, because I'm going to be 68 when she graduates from high school.
You've done the math already.
Yeah, so nobody's going to want to come over to Old Man Bestor's house. Like,
so you got to.
They got padded toilet seats.
No, the kids are going to love it. Let's go to Grandpa Bestor's house.
It's going to be a family thing for us. We're going to come up, probably ski a little bit, have a little hot chocolate, have the whole mountain experience, which is incredible up here.
Have you ever done the Egyptian Theater before?
No, it's first time.
The best part about it is how personable and close you are with the audience.
Perfect.
It's so much fun. You can get the cabaret seating right up next to the stage. It's a small theater. The atmosphere is fun. The locals love it. You can meet people. You talk to people. And the interaction will be great.
I'll have a nice big grand piano. The one we're playing here is just an electronic one, but I'll be bringing a grand piano.
Awesome.
Up close and personal. That's perfect. I'll brush my teeth. It's going to be great.
Good, because if not, I'm going to move back.
We will have a good time.
All right, well, Kurt Bestor, it's so nice to talk to you. We love having you in here. For more information, they can go to your website, which is
KurtBestor.com.
Easy enough. KurtBestor.com. It's right there on the screen. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, he is going to serenade you all morning long. You're going to want to pull the covers up tighter, call in sick, and not go, or at least not go until the show is done. So Kurt Bestor music coming up right after this break.